everyone, this is your girl Miss Shakitha, and I am back with another YouTube tutorial. As you can see, I've got my cape on. I'm trying to show you guys ways to keep the makeup off of the clothes before you apply and after you apply. Now, our finished look is under, of course, the scarf, so we just kind of kept that concealed. So today we are doing a very natural look, and we're taking it back old school. We are going back to one of the original creators of makeup that created a line entirely for Black women, because when she was, and I don't know if any of you know her by name, but her name, she's a supermodel, Aman. Well, when she was modeling, and of course she's Ethiopian, she's from Africa, very brown skinned, beautiful goddess of a woman, okay? Well, when she was modeling, she had a very hard time with a lot of these designers and makeup artists being able to pair makeup with her skin tone because it was so, rich with melanin. So she created her own line. So today we just taking it back old school. I find that it's one of the best makeup lines that I've ever used. I've got a few things by the line since they kind of revamped it. So I'll be using like the lipstick, the foundation, and I'm gonna use a few other things that aren't by mine, but we're gonna make it all tie together. We're doing a classic evening, somewhat of a brown smoky eye look. I pray that you enjoy it, that you enjoy the makeup, and we are getting ready to get started on this gorgeous day. Got the cape on so that my clothes don't get, like when I'm doing the setting powder, so that the setting powder doesn't get on the clothes. So that's a little FYI that I do use and you guys can use at home. So I will see you in the next part. So I'm back, and one of the first things that we are going to start with today is our primer. Now I have made a very neat little thing to help me with my makeup as far as, keeping it separated from everything else. So the skin has been prepped and cleaned. I want to let you guys know that I have been working on a skincare line. Okay, I mean legit working on it. As I had mentioned in a previous video, it was trial. And since sometimes I have problematic skin, what better way to use it than on my own skin and the people around me? So this is what you see. So I have made a scrub vegan, okay? A scrub that is vegan. It doubles up not only as a gentle exfoliating scrub for oily skin, but it's for dry skin, combination skin, and it serves as a mask. So if you're having trouble with acne, darkness underneath the eyes, kind of dryness, this is for you, because you can put it on underneath the eyes as well. Leave it on for about 5 minutes, and sometimes I'll leave it on longer after I finish dermaplaning. So we'll jump into that. I'm in the process of making it and making it available for people to buy. And it is for women of color, or anybody really. If you have an hyperpigmentation, darkness under the eyes, just breakups, kind of like that scarring that you get, especially when you're in your 30s, because acne and pre-acne can kind of go on to, they say, your 40s, sometimes even your 50s. So this is for you. Okay, so we've primed the skin. I use the Maybelline Baby Skin, of course, one of my favorites. And that's just pretty much that on that. Okay, so of course I'm gonna use my moisturizing primer, and this is by Ulta. And the one thing I noticed about the scrub that I have, or that I made, it doesn't irritate my skin, and it moisturizes it enough. FYI, if you have oily skin, you still need a moisturizer. That even prior to me using my moisturizer, it gives me just enough that all I need is a little before I go to bed at night, or even before I start my day. Even though I have oily skin, it is really sensitive and it turns red really easy. So that's just one of the issues that I run into, which is why I created this mask and face scrub, all of that in one. So we've prepped, we've primed, now we're ready to start. So I've got two Iman Cosmetics. The first one is the Luxury Radiance Liquid Makeup, okay? I actually bought these together in a set, and it is the by Iman. I wear the color Clay 2. Now, the thing about this makeup that I like is it is enriched with minerals. The second one is the, like I said, guys, I had it all organized. The Amon Luxury Concealing Foundation. Now, this is a full coverage. So if you have any imperfections, this is your makeup. This is your go-to. It kind of serves as like a concealer and a foundation in one. So if you like the Juvia's Place foundation, which I like that too. We're going to do a tutorial on that in the future. But if you like the Juvia's Place foundation, this would be, you like this as well, especially if you like, you know, have any acne, scarring, redness. This is going to be your go-to. So we are literally just get ready to apply it. Now, what I like to do, as you all know, I like to put it on the back of my hand to kind of get that product out. I'm using my Real Techniques buffing brush, and we just gonna apply it just like so. Okay, we're gonna apply that, and like I say, it's full coverage. Now, according to this light, because there's a lot of natural light as well, and I'm gonna kind of use my mirror off camera because, as you guys can see, when I first started this video, I had my glasses on. I've been wearing them things faithfully here lately. I took my daughter to Chuck E. Cheese over the weekend. It starts raining, and I have astigmatism, so I'm driving down the road, and I can see, of course, without my glasses, but I'm driving down the road, and it was just like a freaking checkerboard all over the road just trying to see. So anyway, guys, couldn't find my glasses. They were on the treadmill in the house, or behind the treadmill at the house, and I found them after we got back, but it had stopped raining. I prayed to God. I said, it can rain as long as we in here in Chuck E. Cheese and she's playing, but God, I'm gonna need you to cut that rain off on the way home, because I need to be able to see. And I wear contacts, but didn't have them in that day. It just was what it was. Now, this color on this light may appear like it's a little bit, you know, like a yellowish kind of orange cast, but it's actually true to the color, you know. And like I say, with this bluffing brush, what I like about it is I don't have to really do a lot. You know, like sometimes, now I noticed with my one Real Techniques brush that I had been using in my previous tutorials, I like it, but it was leaving like stippling on my face. So I would have to go in with that sponge and really go in and blend and fix that. See, with this one, I don't have to do that, you know. Now I'm gonna tell y'all a little something too on this video, because the last one I just kind of did a voiceover, but I'm just gonna kind of give y'all a little tea. So I joined this group, and it's basically for women that are either too busy to connect or mingle to meet other women, like moms or whatever, whether you're a mom, grandmother, just a woman in general. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna check this out, right? They be on there talking about, I mean, some of them legit, you know, they in relationships and marriages and, you know, stuff that I'm like, whew, I won't complain, baby, about my life with they baby daddies and husbands and all that stuff that they just can't seem to get worked out. And I'm like, oh Lord, I didn't get too old for drama, honey. Some of this stuff they was going through or talking about going through, I'd be like, I'm out. But anyway, it was pretty cool, you know. On one of the podcasts, because you can do like the podcast, you can start your own podcast, or you can be a part of the podcasts that are legit already on there. And I was a speaker on one of them. You know, I felt like a therapist and a counselor. Made me feel good. I like that. I've taken what I had to learn or what somebody else gave me. Don't forget underneath there, get that double chin, baby. But I'm telling y'all, I'm doing my keto a little bit, cutting back, you know, incorporate being more active, because yeah, I gotta go, y'all. I'm getting some of this weight off. And I ain't big, you know, I'm still in the 100s range. I'm like 187. Last time I checked, 188, but still I need to tone that up. But see how that is? And it leaves like a luminous look, guys. Okay. Very luminous. And I know you see me patting it, but what I'm doing to avoid using my sponge, I'm just using this to blend out and see all those imperfections gone. Gone, sister. Now, I was gentle around the eyes because I was reading something and it said to avoid creasing underneath the eyes, don't apply the foundation. Leave that kind of blank so that way you can put your concealer without having to worry about that, I guess, creasing up over time. But I kind of feel like another preemptive measure you can do is your setting powder. You can do your setting powder before. And today we're going to do a different one. Guys, just kind of dust it slightly. As you can see, it don't even really look like I have like a lot on there, but just a little bit. Okay. Okay. That's it. Now, today, like I said, that's the Amon Clay 2 Illuminating. It's gorgeous. Love it. Like I said, I'm going to do the Sasha Buttercup. So here's a preemptive measure as well to kind of keep that creasing down. Take your... God, I got so many brushes, guys. Take your, I use the Real Techniques brush. What is this? Setting brush. So I'm not going to set my eyes just yet, but I am, again, like I said, a preemptive measure to keep that makeup from creasing underneath. The light that I chose to use more of a natural light, so you're going to get more of that golden glow. And I do like a little bit of the gold because, like they say with your undertones, do you look better with gold, silver, whatever. Gold and silver works for me, but I'm going with the natural light today, so that's what it is. Now, this, again, the Maybelline Eraser is my favorite. I thought I would change it up a little bit and use, I think I'm gonna use the Lancome. Okay, I bought this some time ago. It's the Lancome. They be using these French words, y'all. Complete. Complete. Make it complete. Okay, make it complete is what's saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so we just gonna go down, and it's closer to my skin tone, maybe about a shade and a half up. Okay, a shade and a half up. We're not doing all that again because we're just kind of going more of a natural. And guys, this was in my closet because I created a little makeup tray, and for some reason, it just got it got everywhere. So excuse the way that it looks on here because this is new. It's fairly new. I think I've only used it like a few times, and I really enjoy it. You know, it dries kind of quick, you know, but it still is movable. And so I try not to drag my eyes out. Just try to blot instead of dragging that out there. Now I do it right here. I pull it down a little bit, but I try to keep from dragging that out too much. Okay, next, see that? It's not too light. Not too light. I'm going to take my sponge. And I got a new one, guys, because the other one was, I've washed it. It was filthy. I mean, and I'm OCD about certain things, so that thing had to go. So I got a new one. And I know I like the little piggy ones, but even though my hands are small, I had a hard time grasping those things. So anyway, we're gonna take that beauty blender, we're gonna blend it out. And I know I don't know if I said it on one of my videos, but I try to blend inward. It's hard too because I be wanting to roll in, but what I do normally is just this. And just kind of blend down. Look how that Lancome just kind of lays up on that skin. And then I take any remnants of that extra and just kind of go out with it. Okay, just like that. Look at that. Look at that. So what is it? Make it complete. It made it complete. Same with this eye. Now, I know on some of my videos, I might contour a little bit, or I might not contour. because as I have stated before, I love my beautiful, beautiful African nose. My ancestors, my mother gave it to me, and I love it. So I don't really contour a lot on my nose anyway. Sometimes I do a little bit, not extra. Now see, that beauty blender blended that out beautifully. And I just kind of, now sometimes when I get up here, I'll kind of roll that in some, just to kind of soften any harsh lines. And that is before I set my eyes, before I set the eyes. Sorry guys. These are just flowing everywhere. Okay. So next, we're getting ready to set. And again, I am going to be using the Sasha Buttercup setting powder. Okay. This is for my sisters that are a little gold. You know, you've been kissed by the guys themselves. And I'm just going to take, what I do is I put it in that top a little bit. And I use that just to kind of make sure I don't get too much. Because I don't like too much setting, but just enough, okay? And we're just gonna go in like that. I don't know why. Tell you what, my 3-year-old, the song by The Weeknd, Save Your Tears, she has that song in my head. I don't know what it is, but she loves that song. And my oldest daughter plays it for her, so it's her fault. It's her fault. And it's actually, it's her fault too that it's in my head, because the song was on earlier and I've been singing it ever since. It's kind of a dope song. It didn't really have any, the video's weird. I gotta tell you, the video's weird, but I like the song. Okay, so now that I've set that, what I normally do is I take a little bit of that setting powder and just kind of go down my nose with it. Okay, and here. Because, you know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little bit up here. I'm going and do the whole thing since I'm at it, okay? So what I do, you'll see some makeup artists just kind of like draw an X. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna kind of like blot, and they get like the bridge of the nose. Okay. For the contouring, you know. Hey, we at it, right? Take that beauty blender again. Y'all, I'm telling y'all that this makeup, or the cleanser scrub that I've been using on my skin, it just makes my makeup look and feel so much like better. You know, I mean, it does. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Okay, next step I'm going to do, now that we've kind of got our contour and stuff on here, should turn on my do not disturb, is once that's blended. Okay, now we're gonna contour a little. I like the Maybelline, the Instant Age Rewind. I go about, this is legit at least like a half shade. Now, instead of doing that, guys, came up with an idea. I've got an angled brush. Now, it's not a Real Techniques, but it is the e.l.f. brand. It does just the same, okay? So what I do with this, instead of applying that directly to my skin, I take the brush, I kind of take this, and I just kind of blot it on there where I plan on contouring. And you can do it your way, however you want to do, but I'm gonna show you how soft it looks when you do it that way, okay? Sometimes I go like this before I do that, but it's angled, so that product's on that brush, it's easier to do. And what I do is just lightly pat that on there, just like so. And I go to the other side as well. See that? If I need more product, I get more products. But see how it's not so harsh to blend? See that? It's not so harsh to blend. I can add as much or as little as I like, you know, without, you know, having to go in and correct that. You know, good thing is if you want to correct that, you can correct that. But I don't want to correct that. So I correct it before I have to correct it. Okay. So anyway, see that? So I put like a little bit more. I'm going into the forehead. I do have a rounder forehead. All my girls have it. My granddaughter has it. That's just because we are, you know, we was just blessed with that curvature. And I love my forehead. Okay. So because I've used that, see now? See that? See how soft that makes that? I sound like I'm from New York. Soft. I'm not from New York. No. I'm not from New York. I am from Kentucky. I am a Southern belle. And I claim all my roots that came from the South. You know. But sometimes words come out. My husband laughs at me when I say the word audience. Because I say audience. And he's like, that's not how you say it. I'm like, it's audience. Audience. He'd be like, you're not from New York. I'm like, I know, but I just say audience. I've always, because audience sounds stupid. Like it sounds like it's with a no. Audience. It's audience. Okay, see that? Bam, bam. You can use this same brush for, sorry guys, you can use the same brush for your blush. So we've set around the eyes, we've contoured that forehead, and this Iman makeup is what it is. So y'all don't forget the originator. This is before Rihanna. This is before any line that had created makeup for women of color, for women that, let me adjust my camera, guys, for women that, you know, we just didn't have, you know, any real makeup, you know, selections. Sorry, guys, you know, that's what happens when you don't put on your do not disturb while you're filming. You get calls, telemarketer scam calls, whatever. Okay, that's done. Let's move on. I am going to use my Juvia's Place. It is new. It's the bronze, and it's in dark. Some women think, well, there's certain lines for certain colors. No, if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. Now, this is gonna serve as like, you can use it as a contour and you can use it as a blush, but I'm going to use it like a kind of bronzer blush and just kind of move on. Take that same brush. I'm going to be using this very top one. Just a little, just to kind of give it just a little bit of color. Just a little bit of color. Okay. And we're just going to do that. I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose there. That serves as my contour because that's all I'm doing. Because like I said, some days I like more. And I just go a little bit above where I contoured. See that? Just a little bit above it. See that? Gave it some color. Okay, moving on. I don't know if I'm gonna do my lashes. So guys, I'm going to finish this makeup look. I'm gonna speed through it. Let you guys see the rest of it, the finished look with my little pixie cut. I got up underneath my scarf. That's next. everyone, I am back with the finished look. I went ahead and put my lashes on, did the mascara. I put on the Amon lipstick. What I'm gonna do is just show you what I used to kind of just speed that process up. So one of my favorite pencils is in Molasses by Sephora. I use that as my lip liner pencil. And the Amon, hang on guys, let me adjust that just a little. The Amon, it's kind of like a lip gloss, but it has a little hint of color, and it is in Chocolate Diamond, baby. Chocolate Diamond. So I use this over it. I did moisturize prior to applying this, but that was on before I did my application. So these were my lip colors, and of course I used the Lancome mascara, the Hypnose Drama. It's one of my favorites in the blackest black. And just finished the look, like I said, with my lashes. I put a little bit of my Stila bronzer, which is this one, and that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Oh, before we go, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for every time that I post a new video. For my sisters that wear your glasses, this is glasses friendly. Unless you have hair like mine that's extremely thick and it doesn't want to cooperate around the sides, I like to wear the lashes that don't have, where they're not so long. I like more of a natural looking eyelash. But for my sisters that want to kind of do it up and, you know, have them super long, But for me, these work. So these are glasses friendly, as you can see. And what else? So I pray that you guys have a wonderful day. Today is the first day of fall. That means there are a lot of changes ahead for everyone. Good changes, that is. So prepare for amazing blessings. I send them to you, sending them through the camera. Have a good day. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And every time I upload a new video, which I need to do it more often, guys, but life is what it is. I'm busy. I'm busy, but not too busy to upload my makeup, because I do makeup pretty often and I'm really good at it. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. See you next time.